Hello and welcome to another Brett Plays video. Today I'm doing the top 5 Warbirds. It's been 2 years since Microsoft Flight Sim released, and there have been many a Warbird release. I'm going to be exploring what I see as my top 5 propeller driven Warbird, so no jets included. I won't be including any of the bombers. Now, there are many of these are available both in multiple packs, such as the Romantic Wings Mitsubishi A6M that comes with multiple aircraft. Some of them are freeware, some of them are payware, some are actually in the Rhino Racing pack. We'll be looking at these. I do not own any of the Aeroplane Heaven aircraft, so if you've got these, put a comment down below if you think they should be in the top 5 and the reason why. I also don't own the Moraine D3801, and like I said, no jets, no bombers included. Okay, coming in at number 5, my choice is the Yak IX, the Yakovlev Frank, in inverted commas, made by Demos Inc. is a, look, to be honest, the quality for the price, this is $9.99 US. This is one of the cheapest planes that you can get on the market, if not the cheapest, because they don't seem to go much lower than this. But for as a Warbird, okay, it's not 100% inside, although it's for what it is, it's actually pretty good. All the buttons seem to work as far as I can tell. It is fun to fly. So if you were looking for a budget Warbird, as in an entry Warbird, and you're not happy with any of the freeware stuff, this is what I would see, even above some of the freeware stuff, as quality file. There are multiple liveries. It's good for a casual flyer. So if you're not overly comfortable enough landing a Corsair or a Spitfire, this is actually a really good aircraft to pick up. It did have some updates right at the beginning of when it first came out as well, so the developer is working on looking after the file, so there is ongoing support. That's why I put it in at number 5. If you disagree, put a comment down below. I will read the comments. Let me know what you think it should have been. Yakovlev Yak IX Frank. Okay, coming at number 4, what I see is the 4th best Warbird out there is P51A Miss Virginia from the Rhino Racing set. Now this is released by Asus and Microsoft, and I believe that this is probably the best Warbird feeling of the Rhino Racing aircraft. I do think, as far as feeling like a Warbird and the ability to fly, or the lack of performance in some instances, that this actually is a good quality aircraft. You can't open the windows, unfortunately, like many of the Warbirds, which is a nice feel when you're in VR or flying around with the window open. But the quality is actually really good. Quite enjoyable to fly. and there's a lot of aftermarket on PC liveries. A lot of World War II liveries that have made their way onto this aircraft, meaning that you and all your friends can get a lot of different liveries with this and fly together. I have used this myself in one of my Route 66 flights with other Warbirds. It's quite an interesting plane to fly. Now P51D would probably be the favourite for a lot of people when it comes to the P51 with a bubble canopy. This though has more of a World War II Warbird feel to it than any of the other Rhino racing one. But if you've got the Aeroplane Heaven P51D, please write a comment down below and say it would be much better to have that than to fly the A, or have both. Easy to fly and land, even from an outside view. Okay, coming in at number 3, I would see that the Flying Iron Simulations Spitfire Mark 9, in my opinion, is actually the third best in sim in the first 2 years Warbird. Now, reasons why. This thing has exceptional quality. The great sound you get from the Spitfire flying above. You've got 2 models with clipped wings and a normal, exceptional interior. The ability obviously to open the window and your doors. It does feel powerful, has great handling. Some of the key features from this thing, from their website, is that they have 3D cockpit model built from Heritage Flight Simulations, already an incredibly detailed CAD model. This model is a perfect replica of the Spitfire Mark 9 cockpit down to the smallest detail, and is used for the production of HFS Amazing Cockpit Replica. This is of course backed up by our usual ultra-high artwork standards across the entire aircraft. Oh look, this is actually a beauty to behold. It looks awesome, it handles awesome, it sounds awesome. Absolutely, in my opinion, top 3. Also has extensively researched and detailed and realistic flight model. It is a little bit twitchy to take off and land if you are not used to it. There is the torque steer that happens with it. But when you want that Warbird feel as a Spitfire, this is great. If you are a Mark 1 Spitfire owner from Aeroplane Heaven, again, I don't have that, write a comment down below why you think it should be in the top 5. This also has realistic startup procedures, failures and flight systems simulated on as faithfully as possible to the real aircraft. You need to start up, operate and fly the aircraft just as a real Spitfire pilot would all those years ago. There is one thing that I would change on that though. For the casual simmer who goes, I want to fly a Spitfire but I don't want to have all those things on, there is a button that you can press that will turn off the damage of the engine and the failures. So it makes it, in my opinion, both for the more realistic person and the casual flyer, a great choice of Warbird to get. So that's the Flying Iron Simulations Mark 9 Spitfire. Okay, moving on to number 2 is the Corsair. This is the FG1D variant of the Corsair. This is the one that came out at the end of the war. Pretty much made it into reserves. The particular file here is from Milviz. This is a payware. This one has exceptional quality, huge attention to detail. It is an iconic plane for a start. On their website, one of the most visually distinctive fighters developed during World War II. This famous fighter bomber with an iconic inverted gull wings is ready for deployment and eager to grace your simulator skies. Absolutely. This plane is awesome. It really looks good. Yes, it does have a damaged model and you do need to look after it. You can blow the engine up. So this thing has a custom sound set provided by Sim Acoustics, painstakingly modelled internal and external model, in-depth system simulations for the right flight manual, the real flight manual, realistic and accurate flight dynamics. It has 21 high definition liveries, war emergency power, so water injection, accurate modelling supercharger, modelling of heat-induced engine failures, dive brakes, atmospheric night lighting and external light effects. Highly detailed product manual is included. It is actually a fun plane to fly and it really sounds great. It looks great. And as you'll see at the end of this touchdown, you can brake that propeller. Don't hit your brakes too hard. Interactive chartboard loadout utility with moving map. Optional cockpit weapon system. You can actually shoot the guns on this, or at least on the one from the external website. You don't see anything coming out, I believe. It just shoots the flame. You can have those fuel tanks underneath or not. So this is a high quality model. Yeah, gun flashes are what they say. Not available in the marketplace version. And some liveries are not available in the marketplace version. Pleasure to fly this one. That's why it makes my number 2 top 2 Warbird. Milviz FGD1D. Alright, as an honourable mention, I will put in the Big Radials P40B Tomahawk. I would say that this would have made my top 5 if the Yak IX was not sold for such a value product. So the fact that you can get the Yak IX for so cheap, how fun it was, but the Tomahawk, quality product, Big Radials. Okay, getting to my number 1 is the P38L from Flying Iron Simulations. I would say that this is probably the one that I enjoy the most. It has exceptional quality, great sounds. It is easy to handle, I think both for learners and or pros. You can actually, with the tricycle wheels, it's easier to land than a tail dragger as well, I find. Aircraft does have damaged model. You can accidentally lose that canopy too if you lift it up. So if you pop your canopy up, it will break off. Great interior. There are some awesome liveries for this. There also are a lot of available liveries on websites like flightsim.to where you can download extra liveries. Some of the key features for this is high quality, extensively detailed and accurate 3D model and texturing brings to life every rivet, screw and oil streak of the P38L. That's what's written on their website. Immersive W-Wise sound design built from professional recordings of real P38s and Allison V1710 or 1710. Highly dynamic sound design captures each detail of flight in stereo, dynamic wind noise, drag and buffer sounds, high G effects, airframe stress, and much more. 9 included liveries, including Richard Bong's iconic livery, professional quality nose art, including it in many liveries, kind of like in real life stuff. Detailed and extensive simulation of the Lightning's core system, including accurate code-driven replications for the Lightning's fuel, engine, cooling, and electrical systems. For those novices among us, there is a little tablet that you can press and monitor stuff. It does have the ability to autopilot as well. So you've got both levels of the learner and the professional to fly these things. Optional drop tanks, realistic engine startup modeling, need to checklist for that. There's custom coded driven heat and thermodynamics modeling, extensive engine management system. There is custom damage modeling and failures, including heat and damage. With all this included, this is why I see Flying Iron has done an exceptional job on delivering the P38. I thoroughly enjoy it. If you have followed my channel, you will have seen that I've used it many a time in a stream. If not, come along, get the P38, join me. There'll be a stream pretty much every month that I use this. One place or another. It does have a 3D GNS 430, which is fully integrated into the cockpit as optional, so if you want to use your nav aids. And that's the reason why I choose it as the top one. Thank you for watching. If you disagree, write a comment down below. Hit that like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Write a comment down below what you think the order should be. Remembering that if anything else has come out after I've put this video out, this is the first 2 years of Microsoft Flight Sim. It includes all the freeware that I showed at the beginning. If you disagree, let me know. Thanks for watching. Cheers.